Welcome back, Lacrosse friends. We are underway here with LCC Radotin against the Frog Pond Maulers. We don't have much in the way of a roster for Frog Pond. I know that, there's a shot for Radotin right off the bat. Do know that Doug Jamieson is in net for Frog Pond, wearing his Six Nations Arrows Jamieson shirt. He won yet another Minto Cup this year. Already has a year of experience with the New England Black Wolves in the National Lacrosse League.
Very quick start there for LCC.
Frog Pond very short on the bench. They've only got 4 extra runners, so a total of 9 runners, and that is going to make it very, very difficult to compete in this game with the Radotin team that really found their legs halfway through their first game after all their travel coming over from Europe. You heard Jakub Vimala after the game saying that, they've been here, they're in New York City for a few days, did some shopping, did some training, but, really just still getting used to being here. And, I mean, he loves it here. They love being here, but took them a bit. But they got off quickly in this game to a 1-0 lead.
There's another good shot there by LCC, but just wide.
Dominic Peshek taking the pass from Tomas Jupaye. And Peshek looking for another one. Far side just misses. Yuji Kostal hands it off. Shot clock down to 15. But lots of time, but Loshkot coming to the bench. So we've got a few, there are some players, I'll tell you, on this Frog Pond team. They're short on players, but they do have talent. There's a goal on the run. Trying to catch the number there. I believe that was Danton Miller scoring that one, running across the offense, firing back against the grain.
LCC looking to get off to a better start than they did in their last game.
And an early jump, Danton Miller, after scoring the goal, went way early on the faceoff, and it will be Radotin with the ball. Prohashka tries to make the pass through. Sure. Jupai actually had the ball. Now Prohashka is coming to help out. It's going to bounce clear. And Rod Squire will pick it up. Squire won a Man Cup with the Six Nations Chiefs. He's going to let it rip. Scores. Beats Jakub Marish. And it's 2-1 Frog Pond Maulers. Now, we were wondering, we were a little late getting on air because Frog Pond only had 2 runners until about 30 seconds before game time. They played their first game down at the outdoor box, won that game against Music City, and they're up 2-1 here. There's Austin Stotts going to take a face-off wearing number 77 for the Maulers. Up against Jipai. We'll see as the game goes on if the length of their bench is going to help Radotin in this contest. They're going to face off again. Austin Stotts is like, that bounced into the bench, just give us the ball. I'm not sure why they're not, as a matter of fact. Austin Stotts with a quick start on that face-off, but Jipai goes after the ball as it bounces out. Jerry McNeff battling to come up with it. Eventually it is Dominic Peshek. Gets it on his offside, shoots. I believe that went off just off the goalie's arm, up out of play. No, they're going to say it didn't touch the goaltender.
No physical hit there.
Yeah, big collision out in front as Danton Miller goes down and throws a pick on Pavlopopia. There's Miller. Oh, beautiful goal. Got Marish going to his right and came back to the near post, just tucked it inside. Jakub Marish looking a little bit jumpy in the net. And Not, he's going a little too hard on those fakes. It's hard. I mean, when a guy with that much skill as Danton Miller throws that fake, but you just got to be a little bit more patient.
Good start here for LCC, a little bit better than the last game. Showed a little bit of rust early on, but they still played well. And doing the same to the shorthanded Frog Pond Maulers right now.
Well, Frog Pond's up 3-1, though. So really, I mean, they're getting the better of the play so far. Peter Popia has it. And LCC Radotin will try and battle back into this game. Pass across to Costel. Doesn't connect. It's loose along the boards. We're 5.5 minutes into the first half here. Just over center there was McNeff, and he'll avoid getting pushed back into his own zone. Danton Miller on the near side gets it to Davis Jacobs. Ball is loose. Jacobs tracks it down. There's a breakaway. Goatwald shoots just wide on the near post. Nice position by Peshek. Gets his body blocking the defender. Wasn't able to come up with the ball, but it is picked up at Gottwald, but he throws it away. Trying to make the short pass to Vimala. He's kind of handcuffed him. They're saying too many men on the Frog Pond Maulers, which is, of course, a little ironic given that they're so short-handed in this game.
LCC looking to chip their way back into this one early on.
Peshek will run things up at the top, quarterbacking the power play. Gets handcuffed by the pass back. I don't think he was expecting that. It came immediately from Matej Barak. And here's a break. Warding off the check was Kessler Doolittle. Doolittle will be a candidate in next year's NLL draft. Or actually, sorry, I believe he went in this year's draft, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Kessler Doolittle taking 52nd overall. Quite a deal, actually, on Kessler Doolittle by the Rochester Nighthawks. He has signed and is pretty excited to get a crack at that lineup. Trevor Stacey also going around earlier. Peshek directing traffic. They've got just a couple seconds left on the power play. That pass doesn't connect with Peshek. Kostal tries to flick a pass over. 5 left on the shot clock. And Radotin looking a little bit ragged. And then out of that chaos comes a beautiful chance and a great finish on the near side by on the far side by Yiji Loshkot.
Loshkot, really good finish for LCC. They needed that after going down 3-1. And Loshkot in that last game, he had 2 goals for LCC.
Ashton Jacobs facing off against Thomas Chipai. Jacobs went just a little bit early. Wearing some Iroquois Nationals shorts. Ashton Jacobs, number 55 is. 3-2 the score for the Frog Pond Maulers. See if they can hang on to it. Tell you, Austin Stotts is at the open offensive end door, ready to break out for a transition opportunity if it's to come. It won't in this case, though, as LCC will even things up. Gigi Costal using that height to make a high to low and just bang it home.
Just like that, quickly scoring, and this is a scary team to look out for. They pace themselves, and they really know how to execute when they have to. A couple of quick goals when they need them most.
3-3, 5.5 to go here in the first half. This is quite a game. Be interesting to see how this one works out. Oh, huge collision. Goatwald running down. Gets absolutely leveled. Ashton Jacobs gets the head to Austin Stotts. Martin Schruta is there Stotts is stopped by Marish. Shrutan Stotts fighting for it. Stotts comes up with it. Has it popped out of his stick. Stotts gets it back. Swim move, going to the front, working his way. Trying to get it to Denton Miller. It's not there, so he takes the shot. Rebound and a shot, and there's a goal by Jerry Stotts. Normally a defender, but Jerry Stotts steps up into the offensive zone, scoops up the rebound, and tucks it in.
Very good play by Jerry Stotts. Just realizing when he needs to release that ball, and the timing was executed really well.
Shipai and Jacobs lining up for the face-off again. Pops back, drawn back by Jacobs, but Matej Barak, the first one to get there. Goes over to Shipai, gets away from him. He's being tracked down. Some pressure applied by Rod Squire. And Kessler Doolittle. Step back shot. He's kind of backpedaled for a while. And then Loshkot got that shot off, but it is stopped by the goaltender. I believe it might actually be Warren Hill. I'll have to take a look. Warren Hill and Doug Jamieson are the goalies. Oh, yeah, that is Doug Jamieson, because you can see Warren Hill on the bench. Pass ahead by Malinowski. 2-on-1. Goatwald, good decision to keep it because the defender slid over, taking away the pass to Popia, but he missed the net. Then bounces one. That does go off the net, but it bounces back out all the way over center. It's Jerry McNeff. The shot is high from Denton Miller. Oh, but the bounce comes right out to McNeff. Jakub Vimala tries to get to him. He's half a step late as that shot went off the backboards right out to McNeff.
A really good finish. And McNeff was there. And this Frog Maulers team, they were up 3-1, and then LCC came back to tie it at 3. And the Frog Maulers coming right back, and they keep answering these little mini surges.
Yeah, 2 quick goals by Stotts. Jerry Stotts and McNeff, both assisted by Austin Stotts. Hard pass by Miller across. That shot, though, goes well wide off the stick of Kessler Doolittle. Here's Austin Stotts with the rebound. And it seems like the Frog Pond Maulers are just winning every loose ball battle. They're getting to position to pick balls up first every time. But Jakub Vimala changes that in a hurry as he barges his way through, takes that ball and runs it up over mid-floor. Loshkot slips by Doolittle. Little sidearm shot stopped by Doug Jamieson. Pass ahead to Rod Squire. He's got Austin Stotts coming with him. He's pointing, directing traffic. Shoots. There was a buzzer. So I think it was the 30-second clock that went. And it's going to be... There's a lot of confusion. The refs will take a time to get sorted out. I think the 30-second buzzer sounded. Frog Pond had only had the possession for about less than 10 seconds as Rod Squire came up with it, ran up the floor, passed it to Austin Stotts. And, it's going to be Radotin possession. I'm not sure what the ruling is there, but however it works out, it will be LCC in possession of the ball here. With a minute and a half to go in the first half, they trail by a couple.
Frog Pond just nonchalantly, like an under-the-radar type of team, and they're just nonchalantly working their way towards a lead here.
Peshup to Costel. That shot is saved by Doug Jamieson. Long outlet past Austin Stotts. This is trouble. Oh, but the save by Marish. McNeff tried to swat that ball in. Wouldn't have counted if it had gone anyway, because you can go into the crease and get the ball, but you do have to possess it in your mesh. You can't just whack it like a hockey shot. Costel lays out to get that ball after Peshek's shot came off the boards. Oh, down low, and Loshkot was trying to go to the net before he had possession. Great forecheck pressure, though, and they get the back-in call. So with 35 seconds to go in the half, LCC has it. Backdoor, Peshek, saved by Jamieson. Boy, Doug Jamieson moving nicely across. Not known as a athletic or acrobatic goalie. He's more of a big blocker type, but he can move into position when he needs to. He's just very economical, but he can't stop Peshek on that one. Dominic Peshek with the beautiful play. I talked to Dominic Peshek after, as we're going to run out of time before the face-off in the first half. It's 5-4, but I talked to him for a moment when I went down to the bench after their last game, and I said, he was sitting on the end of the bench, kind of double over. I said, "Are you okay?" He said, no, my stomach's really bothering me. I said, "Oh, I was going to grab you for an interview." He's like, "Get someone who scored." But he might come out this time, as he's got a couple so far. 5-4. Should be a heck of a second half. I'm Steven Stamp with Tom Scavetta. We're going to take 2 minutes, and we'll be back with more from the LASNAI. Welcome back, Lacrosse friends. We're ready for the second half. It's 5-4. Game of the day so far between the Frog Pond Maulers in black going right to left now, and LCC Radotin in red going left to right now in the second half. Behind the back pass by Ashton Jacobs after he won the face-off battle. Austin Stotts fighting through traffic. I guess that was a shot off. It looked more like a pass, but Jakub Vimala comes up with it, and he is ranging up the floor. Going to slow things down. Vimala, very fast, strong transition player. Peshek goes to the net, shoots, trickles through. Peshek with the hat trick. I was going to say, I'd like to see Jakub Vimala go to the net more, try and drive and take advantage of his stride and his stick skills, but obviously worked out well to get Peshek in the offense out that time.
Apparently he's feeling very well now after that.
Yeah.
And originally I had listed down that this could potentially be the best game in pool play. Mm-hmm. 2 different languages are spoken on the floor. Really interesting matchup thus far.
Well, at least 2 languages, actually, because you've got the LCC Radotin mostly speaking Czech amongst themselves, and the Frog Pond Maulers would speak some Anishinaabe languages, and of course English for both teams as a language. So it's an eclectic group out there. Looks like Warren Hill has come in for the Frog Pond Maulers. Marish, the only goalie, is at the other end. Audie Stotts carrying it in one hand, flicks it up, and bounces it off the post. Rod Squire passing it through. There's a shot and they score. It looked like McNeff was going to take the shot. Instead, he throws the pass to the cutter. And tucking it home for the Frog Pond Maulers. I believe that was Brendan Bomberry.
Bomberry with a good read there. And Frog Pond, again, another 2-goal burst there for LCC, and they continue to respond. It's not easy to do.
And again, just right now, Frog Pond actually has more players on the bench now. They have gradually filled out as the game has gone on. It's one thing when you've got guys who, a lot of guys who live in fairly close to the area. Some of the teams, a lot of teams from the nation or from other nations nearby, and sometimes they have other commitments. They haven't just taken the whole week off or whatever, so they have to go and do things and then come back. A great dive attempt for the backdoor pass to Peshek, but he lands in the crease as the ball is saved by Warren Hill. There's Danton Miller with the shot, stopped by Marsh. Marsh seems to be fighting the ball a little bit. Honestly, he looked like an absolute breakout goaltending star at the European Championships. He's been talented for quite a while, but this summer I thought was really the best performance I've seen him have. And he's struggling a little bit tonight. There's a shot and a goal from the top. Is that Jerry McNeff again?
That's what it looked like. That would be his second.
Mm-hmm.
Another 2-goal lead for Frog Pond. Just 11 minutes to go in this one. Very competitive game. Two different styles on the floor, and they're showing.
Hodania and Ashton Jacobs. Martin Hodania comes up with the ball, hands it off. Barak lets it rip, scores. What a missile from Matej Barak. Fires it past Warren Hill on the far top corner from him.
Back and forth we go. LCC and Frog Pond putting on a show right now, as that was an excellent shot. Finds the back of the net, and just see one team cannot hold the momentum for very long.
Well, LCC wasn't even into their offensive set. That was just Barak liking what he saw and just letting it fly from way outside. Gottwald comes up with the ball. He's got some heavy pressure, but runs through it. Oh, and then is a little careless, and Brendan Bomberry strips that one from him. Bomberry will take the pass, runs up into the offensive zone. Bomberry plays with the Six Nations Chiefs in the summer. Pass across to Austin Stotts, who still plays for the Arrows, has a couple of years of junior left, but is already had a starring role in the Mann Cup last year. That pass from Polak doesn't get through. It is knocked down, but Ashton Jacobs didn't know where it went after it hit his stick, and LCC will retain possession. Just 15 on the shot clock, 9:15 to go. They trail by 1. Kostal hits the cutter. Oh, what a beautiful play. Barak this time goes inside, takes the pass from Kostal right in stride, and tucks it past Warren Hill. 7-7. Like you said, they just keep fighting back.
2 quick goals for Barak. The game is tied again. This game
it's a great game.
Yeah. It's the best game we've seen all day. We've called it about 10 games at this point at least.
Yeah, and you go back, it has been a series of 2-goal runs. LCC scored first, then 3 for the Frog Pond Maulers, then 2 for Radotin, 2 for the Maulers, 2 for Radotin, 2 for the Maulers, and now 2 for Radotin. And now a stop by Marsh. Rolls back behind the net, not into the net. All kinds of pressure from the Maulers. And LCC just doesn't make it across. I thought they'd made it across. And I think Roman Seidel was thrown off a bit because he was looking at the 30-second clock, which was at 23. He thought he still had a couple of seconds to go. That pass is too far for Malinowski. He'll head off. Sorry, that was Dominic Jaworski with the pressure up in the offensive zone. Frog Pond behind the back shot by Rod Squire. Rebound is scooped up. Malinowski will hand it off after running it ahead. Gives it for Prohaska. A little bit of a fake. Lushkot takes it up top. Peshek cuts. 10 on the shot clock. Popia dives, but Hill is snugged up tight against his post to make the save, and we'll have a crease violation as Popia lands in the crease while the ball is in there. Austin Stotts stepping back, wards his man off. Defender slips a little. There's Brendan Bomberry. Stotts, hard rip going wide. Did it touch the goaltender? Warren Hill will swat it ahead. They say it did touch a player. I'm not sure why. They must say it went off the goaltender Marsh or the post, because it was a fresh 30 as well for the Maulers. Vimala racing back to play D. He's not quite there in time. Stotts' shot trickles through, but goes just ever so wide. Penalty coming to Vimala. And then Stotts runs into it. I think we're going to have a couple of them go. And it's a bit of an error in judgment by the Frog Pond Maulers in the 7-7 game, as they had a power play coming. Vimala had taken the initial penalty, and then just some retaliation from Jerry McNeff, and he'll go to the box as well.
A tough break there for both teams. This is a very physical game. I mean, whenever you see LCC on the floor, that's usually what you get more often than not. Coming down to the wire here.
Barack will start with the ball. He's got that wooden shaft on his stick. We've seen a few of those today. Some guys just like the weight of that wooden shaft. Feel like it's they've got a better feel for what's going on with their stick. Changes the balance, certainly shifts the balance of the weight down into your hands more as opposed to up by the head. That one gets away from Prohaska. Hill trying to make an outlet pass. He does. Austin Stotts is ahead, but the lane isn't there to pass to, so a bit of a run and a goal. Good decision by Kessler Doolittle to look off Audie Stotts and bounce one home to make it 8-7 with 5:15 to go here.
That's a great play there by the Frog Pond Maulers. Much needed. And you see now, both these teams begin to look a little tired now.
Well, second game of the day, not a lot of time in between games. They'll have a couple each day as they progress. Both teams will be going on into the playdowns for the championship, so as they both won their games earlier in the day against Nashville or Music City. Brendan Bomber with the give and go to Ashton Jacobs. Jacobs turned aside by Marish. It kind of feels like LCC may have had a few more really good quality scoring opportunities, but Warren Hill and Doug Jamieson have just been a little bit sharper than Jakob Marish has, I think, in this game. But Marish makes a big save there to keep them within one with 4:15 to go. I'm Steven Stamp with Tom Scavetta. This is the LASNAI. Stotts scores, takes the pass from Danton Miller, and on the run on his off stride, just bounces one through Marish.
Frog Pond Maulers continue to be really successful on the offensive side of the ball. And that's just another good, clean look there, and they capitalize.
LCC trying to set something up. Peshek will take the ball. Bounce shot near side. Blowing his slash guard was Cochedal. Brendan Bomberry thinking about the reverse whip. Makes the pass instead. Skips away though. Marish can't quite contain it. And it is Hodanya comes up with it. Martin Hodanya. Loshkot. Koska was kind of handcuffed by that, but he did eventually pick it up. Popia reaches back with one hand, can't get it. And it will be Maulers' ball once again. They're going to slow it down a little bit. One downside of some Maulers players showing up as the game progresses, they are not on the score sheet. They are not on the live scoring. So we don't know who a few of these guys are. There's McNeff trying to tuck one in. Marsh with the stop. Czech Republic down 9-7. LCC Radotin, that is, with 2:15 to go here in the third period. Barach with the shot, saved by Warren Hill. Just kicks the foot out. Danton Miller makes the pass out. Here comes Austin Stotts. Runs through traffic, shoots, save. Marish or the post, either way. It stopped as we hit the final 2 minutes of this game. Radotin down by a pair, 9-7. Loskot. Peshik. Pick and roll, wide open, shoots, saved by Warren Hill. Fell down, but they blew play down. Maybe a bit of a quick whistle as that ball kind of got away from Warren Hill, and Radotin could have picked that ball up, and Popia was in perfect position to do so. Wow, better Popia was in perfect position. That's not that easy to say. 1:25 to go here. I'm Steven Stamp with Tom Scavetta. This is Brendan Bomberry going down the shoulder. Passes it in front. There's a shot by Jacobs. And they're going to say back in. The Czechs looking a little stunned by that call. Frog Pond Maulers will take possession. We didn't have a really good look at it. Kevin Forster was right there to see that one. 1 minute to go. Right, and now we have an interference call coming. Where's that? Wait a second.
Let's see.
Wait a second. We might have a penalty shot. Those hands were raised up over the head.
Yeah.
It wasn't interference with the crossed arms in front. It was up above. They're going to say they played the ball in the crease, probably with a hand. And Davis Jacobs is heading out to take this penalty shot with 57 seconds to play, a 9-7 lead for the Frog Pond Maulers.
See if he can capitalize.
Nathan Thrumbles in. Couple of fakes. Shoots, scores! Just inside the near post, or the far post. Tucks it home for his first goal. 10-7. That makes it a 3-goal edge for the Frog Pond Maulers. Again, both these teams will move on to the elimination games tomorrow. All 21 teams will be ranked by the end of the weekend. We got some more excitement coming on Sunday as we'll have a little round robin of field lacrosse games. Israel, Albany, and the Iroquois Nationals all going to play some games. We're hoping to bring that to you. We're finalizing details, but certainly hoping we're going to get to see that. Frog Pond with 38 seconds to go gets possession. We can pretty much wrap this one up. Next game on the docket tonight, Thompson Brothers versus the Young Guns. (15, 18 seconds to play. Prohashka turned aside by the post. Ball's going to roll back over center. Penalty coming to Austin Stotts. And he's not even going to have time to get to the box. A little slash. Final score 10-7. Quite a game between the Frog Pond Maulers and LCC Radotin.
Really an awesome game. Best game so far this tournament. Very competitive, yeah. Stephen. And
yeah, I'm Steven Stamp. He is Tom Scavetta, and that will do it for that game. The next one will be the Thompson Brothers Lacrosse and the Young Guns. We're going to take a break for about, I think we got about 14 minutes here, and we'll be back.